able to utilize data from a data source within a web page, there are 4 elements that must work in concert with one another. You must be using a server-side scripting language, a properly formatted data source, the correct connection string, and an SQL query. One without the other yields nothing. So let's explore how all of these elements interact with one another. Let's talk about the servers that are typically available for hosting websites. There are 2 varieties of Windows hosting, which are Microsoft Windows servers with a built-in tool called Internet Information Services, or IIS. So to distinguish between the 2, I will call these servers Windows IIS 6 and Windows IIS 7. You will also find Linux servers. Each of these server types have engines that allow us to communicate with them via scripting languages. There are many scripting languages, like ASP with front page extensions, ASP.NET, Standard ASP, and PHP. These are the scripting languages I focus on at totalwebinfo. There are others, for example, Adobe ColdFusion, Perl, Python, Java, and Ruby CGI. ASP with extensions, ASP.NET, and Standard ASP are typically run on Windows IIS 6 servers. ASP.NET, ASP, PHP, and ColdFusion are typically run on Windows IIS 7 servers. And PHP, ColdFusion, Perl, Python, Java, and Ruby are typically run on Linux servers. To aid in the utilization of these scripting languages, many web creation and management applications are available, and most have data management tools as a built-in feature that work with one or more scripting languages. At totalwebinfo, I demonstrate the use of the data management tools of Microsoft FrontPage, Microsoft Expression Web, and Adobe Dreamweaver. Is it a requirement that a data management tool be used? Not at all. And at totalwebinfo, I show you how to accomplish these all-important tasks with and without the aid of a data management tool. Even though many of these web creation and management applications are often compatible with more than one scripting language, it's my opinion that each has its unique strengths. I find Microsoft FrontPage is best suited for working with web pages written in ASP using front page extensions served from a Windows IIS 6 server, and Microsoft Expression Web is best suited for working with web pages written in ASP.NET served from a Windows IIS 7 server. Adobe Dreamweaver is best suited for working with web pages written in Standard ASP served from a Windows IIS 6 or IIS 7 server, and PHP served from a Windows IIS 7 server. Without using a data management tool, you can connect to and display data from a database using Standard ASP or VBScript, PHP, or ASP.NET. So what does a data management tool do for us? When you use a data management tool, similar script to the script you see here in blue, along with the connection string here in red, and the SQL query, seen here in orange, are automatically placed in your web page and managed by the application's data management tool. Of course, with a little added knowledge, you can place the appropriate script within your web page yourself along with the connection string and SQL query and accomplish exactly the same result. In fact, the script you are looking at here has been done using that method without the use of a data management tool. So let's have a look at this script in a web browser and see what it displays. It's the body page of the Dinky Dog Accessories website where the various records are coming from a data source. And you can see here in the address bar that this web page is being returned from localhost. This is because I am running IIS on my local machine and using my local computer as a testing server. The shopping cart even works when the web page is being displayed from localhost. I show you how to do all of this at totalwebinfo. And after uploading the file to a web server, this page looks exactly the same when retrieved over the internet from my host IIS 6 server at totalwebinfo.com. And it is the DD body page that, when included into the main page with a header, sidebar, and footer, is the page that returns the various products in the Dinky Dog Accessories website. Now, this is not a website that is generating revenue via the internet. The Dinky Dog Accessories website is the tool I use to demonstrate how certain functionality can be built into a website using various methods. At totalwebinfo, I demonstrate how to create this website using several scripting languages, web creation and management applications, data sources, and server types. You can then decide which method best suits your needs. Here, I have what appears to be 9 copies of the Dinky Dog Accessories website. However, each have been built using different scripting, data management methods, servers, and data sources. These first 2 websites are the ones we were just looking at and were scripted with ASP using Adobe Dreamweaver, but not using Dreamweaver's data management tool, and are being served from both localhost, using my local computer as a testing server, and a host Windows IIS-6 server over the internet. The data is coming from a Microsoft Office Excel file. This website will also run on a Windows IIS-7 server. Let me expand this page out so I can mouse over each of the tabs and describe how each of these pages are different. In the next 2 tabs, the website was scripted with ASP using Adobe Dreamweaver and Dreamweaver's data management tool, and is being served from both localhost using my local computer for a testing server and a host IIS-6 server for the internet at totalwebinfo.com, and also from a host IIS-7 server for the internet at totalwebinfo.net. This data is also coming from a Microsoft Office Excel file. The same website in the next tab was scripted with PHP using Adobe Dreamweaver and Dreamweaver's data management tool, and is being served from both localhost for testing because I am running PHP on IIS on my local machine, and from a host IIS-7 server at totalwebinfo.net for the internet. The data source is a MySQL database. The next website was built with ASP using Microsoft FrontPage and FrontPage's data management tool, and is being tested and served to the internet from a host IIS-6 server. The data source is an SQL database. Anyway, you get the idea. The point here is there are many paths and combinations of elements that will garnish exactly the same result. Each web creation and management application accomplishes this process differently, even for the same scripting language, and therefore a script created by one data management tool cannot be edited by another. Of course, our pages are just text files, and that text can be edited by any text editor, but script created and managed by the wizard of one management tool is not interchangeable with another management tool, even when using the same scripting language. This is important to remember when selecting a scripting language and web creation and management application.